got this malignant playcaster here, and I think that I'm trying a new thing. Today's Thursday, so that means today's the day I go and play 40k. And you know, every time I play 40k, man, I feel like my Plague Marines don't ever do anything. They almost feel like a waste of a unit, honestly. They just are there to take a ton of damage, even though they have that toughness of 5. I just feel like the Plague Marines are... They just feel whack. Like, I don't feel like they ever have any impact on the game. And on top of that, they are just tremendously slow. So today is the day where I'm trying to make the Plague Marines shine best I can. And I guess I'm gonna find out whether that's gonna work. I gotta grab a paint, just give me a second. I'm thinking I'm gonna group up some Nurglings with some Plague Marines today. And if you guys don't know what this is the paint I'm gonna be using right now. If you guys don't know what Plague Marines or what Nurglings do, Nurglings they give -1 to hit in melee. So the idea is that I'm putting a unit with this dude who gives -1 to wound on one unit, alongside something called a foul blight spawn. And the foul blight spawn gives what's the word I want to say? He gives fights first in melee. And the army automatically does -1 to hit because of their debuff that they have when you're in contagion range. So today when I go play 40k, what I'm attempting to set up is a moment where my opponent has they're basically going to be -2 to hit in melee, basically, alongside -1 to wound because of this model right here, and fights first, which, you know, I'm hoping puts me in a position where I can just keep these guys alive for the first time in my life. I used to run them with the Plague Doctor dude, the dude that brings back a model every command phase. But yo, when you're going into combat or something and they're taking out like 4 or 5 of your models, it doesn't matter that you get to regenerate one model. It doesn't matter because it doesn't really have that much of an effect. I'm gonna let that dry for a second and then we'll get back to that. So I'm just thinking about, well, if bringing back one model every command phase isn't that significant, I'm thinking that if I just apply all of the debuffs, that will make the Plague Marines more significant. And I'm thinking it's almost like I get to regenerate my models because I get to keep more of them alive. That makes sense. With the debuffs, as opposed to me just guaranteeing that I'm bringing one back every turn. That makes sense. Because that fight first helps me essentially, like, I'm just looking at it like this. When you're playing Death Guard and you have all these -1 auras and all these -1 capabilities, You just have to stack as many of those abilities as possible. That way you can just keep your dudes alive. And the longer you keep your dudes alive by that nature, or by the nature of that happening, that's what kind of swings the fights in your favor. So you're not really thinking about doing damage, you're just like, how can I stay alive? Because the longer I stay alive doing this, that puts you in a position where your dudes can deal more damage because they're just alive. You know? Or at least my logic would be saying that's what's gonna make sense, because I'm telling you, the Plague Marines, and I even put them in Rhinos, dude. Like, I literally spend 75 extra points when I'm building my list just to have a Rhino so that I can transport these dudes to get to a spot where they just get obliterated. That's just been my experience. They just get blasted. And I'm hoping today's the day where they just stop getting blasted. I want them to actually do something in the game. It'd be interesting to see what a game would go like where I'm proud of my Plague Marines for once. I'm taking them, this group, I got this guy, I got this dude, we got the, whatchamacallit, the Foul Blight Spawn, we got, hold up. What's up, Chris? Dude, is it, you can't, I don't know if you can put the Death Guard on bikes, bro. If I could put Death Guard on bikes, that would be, that's why I got these things. These guys, these things are fast, dude. These things do work, bro. And I just bought this one yesterday and put it together so that I could have the flesh mower thing, which gave me access to another one of these, so I could use this kit. So I attached these to this, and then I just found another flesh mower thing lying around and I equipped it. These should just do a significant amount of damage. These things, honestly, bro, they always work so well. Are you talking about in the Chaos Space Marines? Because in the Chaos Space Marines, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. I play Chaos Space Marines, actually. I just haven't finished painting them. I'm just touching up these guys because somebody last week told me that my models look bad. So I'm just trying to clean them up a little bit so that they look like this. This is like what I want all of them to eventually look like. To some degree. But we're here. Starts here and then we get there. Nah, I don't think Death Guard's got bikers, man. That would be kind of, honestly, low-key, I think that would be kind of overpowered if they had bikers, because that means that I could charge them into, I could just run them into units, Red Corsairs, yeah, the Chaos Space Marines are great, dude. Are you running Forge Fiends? Is the Forge Fiends, dude? Oh my god, those things are awesome. Oh, it's great. Forge Fiends just do so much damage. That and the Obliterators. I got 2 units of Obliterators in my Chaos Space Marines, but I run them as Alpha Legion. I don't run them as the other thing. Look, yo, I'm gonna try to take, I grabbed that skin color for his face. I added some white to it. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get the lines on the face a bit, so that it just looks a bit more, I'm trying to mix the paint over here. White. Over here on this little spot. See if I can get like a highlight, the face of this little, the nose and stuff to kind of pop out. This thing is so tiny, dude. Yeah, I just heard that Alpha Legion were actually like good. And I like the story of that, so that's why I picked that color. For that thing to build it as. But basically you get to play Chaos Space Marines, but they're not really Chaos. Technically they are, but apparently they're good. Gotta paint his eye. I think I'm gonna go with red on the eyeball. I have red over here. Yeah, so I'm just hoping today when I play 40k that things actually function for the first time. But it's also like I got into a habit. I used to do this bad thing where I would just build a list at home and then go play. And I feel like you can't do that if you want to have a fun game. Because I feel like I'm playing games. There we go. That's actually right on the spot. Not that bad. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Alright, so we're gonna leave the face. Actually, no, I can grab this contrast paint and use this kind of like a wash. This thing. I'll run this over the face. I may have to like clean it up a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Put this over the face, over here, like so. Alright, yeah, I'm starting to like this face a little bit better now. It's got like a brown tinge to it. Let that dry, and then I'll re-add a little bit of that face paint on a little bit on certain spots, and I feel like it'll pop a little bit more. I need the brown. Last week I played a game against the regular Space Marines, basically like Space Wolves. They had a million flamers. Dude, flamers are no joke, dude. You know, when they're doing 2 damage, auto wounding. He had this thing where I think it's called Hammer and Anvil, where everything was getting heavy if it stayed in one place. He had this unit called Eradicators that just do. So they do exactly what their name says they do. 180 point unit, and these dudes are just dropping D6 damage for every wound. It was Primaris, dude. It was like one of the craziest things. For 180 points, bro, my dude was shooting with 10 guys, like 3 or 4 shots each, D6 damage each. I was like, bro. Dark Angels? Are you gonna get that new box if you're playing Dark Angels? Everybody's been talking about that box. Everybody's been talking a lot about the Dark Angels, saying their codex is whack, and then they nerfed them. Everybody's like, oh, they're whack. The new codex is whack. They need a buff, and they actually nerfed them. That's like, that stinks. Those people. I'm talking to a Dark Ages player right now. Oh, you already got it. It is whack. That's beat, bro. That's beat. Dude, it was so... I almost wanted to go out to get Dark Angels right now, because I feel like when an army's bad, that's when they're cheap. I got Death Guard when everybody was... I literally bought this army I'm painting right now, right when everybody was talking a ton of crap about Death Guard. Because the guy was... I bought this from a dude in England for... I paid... It was like 260. But then, because of the exchange rate, because I'm in the USA, it was like 330 or something. Which is like, bro, I ain't gonna be complaining about that. I was pretty happy about that. Oh, we got some silver over here. Oh. I got this radio on Spotify playing right now. This is kind of bumping. eBay, dude, eBay is the best, bro. You get so many deals. I just tell new players that, like, don't spend your, like, I see a lot of YouTube channels, they're like, oh, buy the Combat Patrol, that's how you get started. I'm like, never. Just buy a army on eBay if you can, right? Some people literally can't, but if you can, just get an army on eBay, bro. Because that's the thing, like, Warhammer's so cool. Yeah, right? Warhammer's so cool because it's like, even if I drop like $200, $300 on an army, I could literally play it, and if I don't like it, I could just get my money back. Sell it. No? I feel like that's always the way to go for people to get into the game. I feel like it's like buying a PlayStation or an Xbox, dude. Basically buying something that's gonna take up a lot of your time. You gotta paint it. This army I have right now, I thought I was done with, and now I'm gonna paint it again because people told me it looked bad, you know? But it's just a lot of, like, I spend so much time in that 40K app, dude, just building lists and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. I feel like it's just super fun. All right, I feel like the face is dried up a little bit. I'm gonna go back into the face, see if we can get this, to pop up well. Make it a little lighter. Might be, yeah, right there is perfect. See what we get. Oh wait, just twist this a little bit. Alright, so we got a little bit right there. A little bit on the mouth, a little bit on the face, a little bit right there. Better? I feel like I gotta do something with the cloak over his head so it makes his face pop up a little more. I feel like this thing looks kind of drab. I feel like if I take, it looks just boring. If I grab Wild Rider Red, open this without spilling it everywhere, and I put this on the edges, it should make this pop a little bit more. Good. A little bit. Maybe I put the other red over there. Let's see. I feel like if I put this red first. Oh no, I just dipped that to the wrong thing. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Get the edges over here so that it pops up a little bit. That's a little better. Let's get the edges of this completely. Pop out. I tell you, painting, man, is the best part of. For me, actually playing the game is the best part. Painting is just so amazing. Never underestimate painting. If somebody's never painted before, I'm telling you, painting is just especially when they made up that slap chop thing, dude, that changed my life, bro. 'Cause I'm not really like an artistic person like that. But I feel like slap chop, you can just be done. But then you can kind of go do a little bit more afterwards. And it really makes the models pop, dude. It just makes life so easy. Really, dude, painting is just like, for me it's especially when I'm painting like something that I'm interested in, just makes it, time kind of goes by really fast. Yeah, you know what, I think if I was to stack them in order of my favorite things, I think my favorite things would be, number 1 would be playing, number 2 would be painting, number 3 would be building. If I could just, dude, I would spend more money on my models if they just rebuild. They had a line where it was just like, alright, well, you're gonna pay less money for the models you have to build, but then the models you have that are already built, you're gonna pay more money for. I would do that. Bro, I bought the Beast Snagga, the Stampede box, still sitting there. Could? But like, that's gonna be an endeavor. I'm waiting for the codex to come out for me to just dive into that. I know what you mean. It feels like work sometimes. Just whatever, dude. The game is just so much fun that to me it makes it worth it. I'm sure like you've been playing games your whole life, Chris. But it's like, I feel like all of us that are doing this, yeah, it's just, it's worth the work to play the game. That's like, have you seen I think it's called Mini Wargaming or something, their channel? They created their own new game of 40k. I don't know if it's of 40k, but they created their own new game called Ravaged Star. I've been seeing that. I feel like it'd be interesting to see what they're doing with the game. It looks like it's fun. I'm just interested, like I would be so interested to talk to them and to know like where do they see their game in the market? Like what are they trying to, like who are they trying to appeal to with that game? I don't know if they've talked about that. Because it's like people that are playing 40k are already dropping all the money on 40k. Other than like wanting to help those guys out, just playing a new game, but like what's gonna make it so that like 10 years from now people are playing Ravaged Star at the rate that people are playing 40k? You know what I mean? It's a cheaper 40k. Okay. That's a way you can look at it. That's actually a good point. I feel like, you know, they're playing all these games, but like creating the game, you're basically becoming a competitor. And you gotta find some like a path Because I feel like they got something there. That's the only reason I say that, because the game looks great. Looks great. I like the idea of rolling the D10, playing with that dice. I like the thing where when they're passing turns, it's like back and forth. It's kind of like Kill Team, where it's like I activate, you activate, I activate, you activate, like that. Yeah, I think they're doing a great job with it. Game seems fun. Yeah, like I've never really gotten to wargaming before, so like this whole experience has been amazing. I also am grateful that this game is expensive, because I feel like when the game is expensive, it kind of prices people out of the game. Like, you know? And I feel like the crowd that plays Warhammer is a bit more. It's just, even if it's like 5% more mature, I feel like they're just a little bit more mature than like the average, you know, wargaming or just gaming community, tabletop gaming community. So now we got I feel like the cloak pops out a little bit more. Oh, that looks kind of punchy, but like from a distance on a table looking down at it, I don't think it looks too bad. Once I put the wash on it, it'll make everything kind of blend together. Yeah, dude, I know what you mean, and I feel like that's why this company, sometimes they do like not, I don't know what the word I want to say, practices that are not consumer friendly with like because basically, dude, like if you buy the Warhammer 40k app, like you have to buy the rule book so that you can see the rules on the app. So it's like I have to pay for the rules so that I can pay for the rules, because I need to pay for the app in order to have access to the app. Which is like, I'm double dipping. I'm paying for something so that I can pay for something monthly. You know what I mean? Which seems like very anti-consumer, but I think when I see how many people proxy stuff and do this, I feel like they're at the point where they're just like, yo, I'm gonna take what I can. That's just their mindset. They're like, dude, as a business, and I respect that, which is why I spend the money on the app, because I just have so much fun playing the game anyway. Well, like when I was working at GameStop, dude, like if I was telling people that, like, oh, you're gonna play this game, but just be aware, like, they're gonna charge you for this, they're gonna charge you for that, I feel like it kind of turns people away from the game. What do you mean they're copying banks? Banks charge people so they can charge people? I feel like it's coming together. I'm starting to like this model. I'm gonna put the green all over the suit now so that it kind of looks clean. This is one that I finished earlier. It kind of looked like that one. I feel like it looks, compared to what it looked like before, it definitely looks a bit more clean. You can see that I slap chopped it though with all the dark areas on it. This is another one that I finished earlier. I just want the models to look like dirty and disgusting. Yeah, I see what you mean, Chris. Yeah, I'm just like, grateful for this game. I feel like this game is so fun. Because on top of all these things anyway, I'm still like, whatever, bro. I'm still playing it. I'm gonna put this on the spots that are dark, so I can kind of light up the model a little bit, and then when I put the wash on it, it'll kind of separate it a bit. I think it won't look so dusty. That's the thing about Slapchop that I like the most, is because like it naturally highlights the model a bit. It just makes life so easy. Now it's starting to come together a bit. Like once I add the wash over everything, it'll really start to show. Bit brighter. Put this on the top over here in the back. Like this could use a bit more of a highlight. A wand. What is Adepticon? I don't even know what that is. Is that like the place for Warhammer, like the giant show? Like Evo for fighting games? I don't know if you know what Evo is. Eisenhorn was good, playa. Bird. Yeah, maybe one of these days. Where is Adepticon? Is that in the US or? Maybe I'll pack up the Tyranids. Go over there to go play. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's in the US? Because if it's in like, oh, it's in Chicago? Oh, word. Do they ever have events in New York? If they go to New York, that makes my life very easy. I can just take the train. I could just take the train, go into the city, go play Warhammer, walk around with all my models. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think it's time to apply the wash. Then we'll see what it all looks like. Let's apply the wash, the moment of truth. Yeah, I'm in Jersey. Chicago, I mean, like, I could take a flight. Yeah, I'm in Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey. I feel like your playcaster, he's base coded. Bird. Yeah, dude, this guy gets -1 to wound. This guy's no joke. That does work. At least I'm saying that in the hopes that it actually works today when I go play. Alright, moment of truth. Once I add the wash, we'll see what it all looks like. Add some highlights after that, and then I think this dude will be fresh. Here we go. We got a soft tone just so you guys see it. We're using Army Painter Quick Shade Soft Tone Wash. Good. No truth. Oh, I need more. I feel like it just dirties up the model enough, goes in the crevices, so it just makes it look more alive. Yeah, I feel like to me it looks better. Obviously I'm not gonna win any golden demons anytime soon. Me, pretty happy with it. Now I gotta put this on the wand. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. That's funny that you talk about the Talisman and the Plague Surgeon. I actually am replacing a Plague Surgeon with this guy right here, the Plague Caster. Just because I feel like the Plague Surgeon's bringing back that one model every phase, but every game that I've ever in my entire life when I play with Death Guard, I'm losing at minimum 4 or 5 Plague Marines in one go. So like that one model, even when I have him in a unit that fights first, it's just, I feel like I just do that and then I'm like, all right, well now nothing. That doesn't really change anything for me. That makes sense. You know? But I feel like this guy gives -1 to wound. I feel like if I can just keep more Plague Marines from dying, that's essentially me bringing them back to life, kind of. You know? Whereas with the Talisman, I have a Talisman and I run him with the, let me just see if I run him with the Chaos Space Marine Lord, because the Talisman gives everything +1 to hit, which is really amazing. And I run this guy right here. The Talisman with this dude, which is the Chaos Space Marine Chaos Lord or whatever, and I just changed his head so he doesn't have that face. I just gave him a Plague Marine helmet so he looks like a Death Guard. And but what I did was just like, he also gives rerolled 1s on hits. I think in both melee, you can correct me if I'm wrong, in both melee and in shooting. So I'm getting +1 to hit on all my shots, and then +1. I'm getting +1 to hit, which means all my 3s go to 2s, and then on top of that, I get to reroll all my 1s. So I'm hitting on 2s, and I get to reroll all my 1s, which means that like I should be hitting everything. You know what I mean? Because the only 1s are gonna fail, and then I get to reroll all those 1s, making sure that you grab different dice if you're rolling the 1s. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to reroll. You don't want to use the dice that you roll the 1 on. The Chaos Lord again? Yeah, this dude right here. Yes, what I basically did with these things, dude, was like, I just, I put the Nurgling color on them with the contrast paint, and then I grabbed Scorpy Green and then I dry brushed this over this, and then I added a little bit of, like, I think it's called like Disgusting Yellow or something, and underneath the like that Throw Up Green or whatever. But I feel like it just made it all look like it's one thing after I added the Scorpion Green, so I just usually go back and I add all the... I'll paint this one next, actually. Because I want to add something to this to make this pop a bit more, and then add something to the belly. And then I think this model will just be... He would look a lot nicer than he did in the beginning of the video, I'll say. Not anything amazing. No, we'll just call it right there. I'm happy with that. I'll go on to this dude. I think I gotta paint his, I think I'm gonna go with, I gotta go with the purple first. Tentacles and then do everything else. I feel like the tentacles are like, because I got the green dry brush on it, like you can't even tell that they're tentacles. They look like let's really make them purple again. And what's great is the Terminator Lord, or this Chaos Lord, he has like a human face, but for whatever reason he just has tentacles, which works perfectly for a death. Almost like they did that on purpose. Like it makes it pop out just a little bit more, and then in his belly. Nurgle's Rot Technical Paint. Is that the one that looks like Throw Up? Is that the one that's like a yellowish green, like... That makes sense. Because I got it. I got the Army Painter version of that. Don't know. I think it's literally that. That's exactly what it's called, actually. But then I throw a little bit of yellow on top of that, and it makes it look like... Makes it pop out. So, for example, like... I put a lot of that onto Typhus over here. And then I added the yellow on the Nurgle, because I put the Nurgle Rot on top of this over here, so it looks like just disgustingness. And then I added that onto the yellow over here, and I feel like it makes it... It made the Nurgle Rot kind of pop a little bit more. Yeah, right? I feel like it just makes it look cool. I like when the models just like... When you're looking at the table, that they kind of just are very bright, kind of shine. Not literally shine like glossy, but like it's very striking from a distance. We got some more purple things for you here. Yeah, I'm hoping that with this dude, my plan is because he has the plasma, I'm putting him alongside the Tallyman who has the plasma, and then I also have the leader. I equipped him with a plasma gun, the leader of the Plague Marines, and then that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically 5 plasma guns. And then if I get within rapid fire range, that's gonna mean I get 3 extra shots. So that's gonna be 8 plasma shots. And then I don't think I can give them sustained hits, because I think the Sanguinous Flux only, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Sanguinous Flux only triggers on the fight phase. I can give them an extra minus AP, so I can make them those plasma shots, the 8 plasma shots minus 4 AP, which would be devastating. Mind you, -4 AP on plasma shots. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Dude, that sounds so epic. But I just would have to run up the Rhino up to the point where they can just disembark within that range. That's kind of the plan today. Try to see how long I can keep them inside the Rhino, and then I can just run at them with the Rhino, and then I think I got all the purple. Run at them with the Rhino, and then hope that I see a little spot over here. Be a nitpicker. Alright, that's that for the purple. Give your Chaos Lord on a bike. That would be epic. I'm definitely gonna get bike stuff for real for my Chaos Space Marines. Alright, let's get the bronze on the armor over here. I'm digging the music for this. I feel like it's very like atmospheric right now. Make it easier for me to concentrate. I was gonna get the camera so that you guys could see me while I'm painting. I just didn't feel like plugging it in because I would be in a... Next time though. I don't know if you guys got Twitter or something, but I feel like I should have some type of social media where I announce like when I'm going live, so that things in this community are not so random. I'm trying to play games, dude. I want to play like Overwatch and Helldivers and different things. Oh, yeah, X. Okay. Yeah, I don't... It'd be... I've had it before, but I've never really used it like that. This would be a first. I feel like it just makes things very easier. Right? Looking a little bit better. Dude, Helldivers? Bro. Helldivers, dude. Where do I even start? Have you played Helldivers 1? You know Helldivers is actually like a really old game, bro. That game was out back in like 2017? 2016, maybe? 2017 at the latest. That's when Helldivers 1 released, bro. But that... Helldivers 1 was like... Helldivers 1, dude, was like... How do you say, it was kind of like Ninja Turtles, where like you play Ninja Turtles on Super Nintendo, and it was like top down. I feel like that was like OG Helldivers, and don't get me wrong, like I feel like that when they changed the game to third person instead of being top down, my god, bro. It really changed everything. Because Helldivers 1, it was just as difficult as Helldivers is right now. Yeah, dude, they did such a good job with that game. But the thing is, like, Helldivers 1 was still just as fun. It's literally the same exact game, but it just doesn't look as good because it's top down. But I remember playing that. I think they gave away Helldivers on PlayStation Plus for free back in the day. I remember playing that a long time ago. I'm very happy for them that they updated the game that way and it's experiencing all the success it is, because that game was good back in the day, and now it's like it's a whole new level. This game's taking over the world. Them up a little bit. I'm almost thinking about painting this right here purple. Or, nah, it can't be red. Can't be red. Yeah, right, Chris? Oh, you like? Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of perspective. Quite literally third person, top down. But this game, bro, like, I was playing with my friend the other day, and we did a mission on challenging. Yo, I was like, yeah, we just gotta do this mission on challenging because hard just wasn't that fun. And we're running the mission, bro. We're just getting chased around the map by like the charging, the charging. Basically, we're getting charged around the map by Maliceptors, just charging at us. And my friend's like, I hate this. He's just like, this just feels so sloppy. I'm like, nah, like we'll end up figuring it out. Like it's okay. And we had to kill the Bio Titan. And we finally do. We have like 1 life left, and we've had like 1 life for like, bro, almost, I would say 50% of the mission. We're on 1 life, so we're really focusing, like just trying to stay alive. And we finally get to the point where we finally see the Bio Titan, and then all of a sudden the game turns into Metal Gear Solid, because we're over here like, all right, yo. Get down, like, yo, peace out, Chris. Sounds good, man. And we're just trying to like hide and duck and stuff, and then we finally roll up to a spot where we're close enough to drop some orbital things from the sky. And bro, we timed it perfectly and dropped like a strafing run and orbital barrages, and we beat the mission. But man, that was like very exhilarating. Very exhilarating. Helldivers, super fun game. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with purple over this thing over here. Is that like the Rogue Trader thing you're talking about? Is that like what's the game I'm thinking about? There's a game where there's like aliens. It's kind of like turn-based. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. XCOM. If you ever played XCOM before. I feel like XCOM is very like a very thinking. You have to think a lot playing that game. I'm pretty sure there's permadeath in that game too, where like your models, if characters die in that game, like they're just gone. I'm doing it in Pokemon right now. Running that. Clean him up a little bit. I think this model really needs a wash. Where is the color red? Flesh Terrors red. Yeah, I played those. I feel like when I played RTSs like that, like I'm really just playing like Command and Conquer or something. Command and Conquer from back in the day. Iberium Wars, Red Alert 2. Really would spend a lot of my time playing games like that. I don't know if you ever played a game called Kessen on PlayStation 2. Kessen was a great game. It's like very like Dark Souls. Yeah, the game is no joke. You would like Kessen, dude. You saw Kessen? Kessen is like, it's like a RTS, like it's like a strategy type game, but the game like, it doesn't, how do I say this? It goes with the story. So the game is difficult enough where you can lose, or certain people can die in battle. But based on what happens, the story is constantly changing, so it fluctuates based on your experience. So like, even if you lose, it doesn't change. The story will continue to go forward. It's not like you have to restart and retry. Like the game will just the story will just keep evolving. That makes sense. And that was back in PlayStation 2, dude. Like, you know, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that back in the day. Like PlayStation 2 launch, like right when the system came out. Nah, not this brush. Okay, so now I gotta do the skull over here so that it has its own kind of appearance. Yeah, I got Pokemon the other day, Pokemon Scarlet. I think I'm gonna do Nuzlocke. Test my skills as a Pokemon gamer. Then I'm thinking about starting up a Pokemon fantasy draft league. Kind of battle where we just battle each other, but we do a fantasy draft for our teams. I used to run that back in the day. So I used to work at GameStop when I ran a league where it was all the GameStops in our district. And we met up at this one dude's house and we did like a straight up draft. Then I set up a website for our league and everything. It's pretty tight. My team was the New York Yankees. so I think kind of like where this model's at. I'm just gonna add the wash and then just see what it looks like and touch it up if I need to in various places, and then I think it's gonna be good. I feel like I want to paint the hammer silver though, to make it pop a little bit more. But when you look at it from a distance, it's kind of like, I think you just keep it as it is actually. What's this? Let me clean this. This brush. Yo, but thank you for watching the stream, just because the channel is, I want to say, like 800 watch hours away from being monetized. Like fully monetized, I should say. Because technically right now, like I can have memberships on the channel, but I just haven't activated that yet. I don't even know if I'm gonna activate that, honestly. I know some people do, but like, I don't know. I like it where it's at. Okay, where is the soft tone? Moment of truth. That's silver. It's almost got like a red tinge to it. Is it literally red? I don't know how I feel about this. Clean his face off a little bit, maybe. Yeah, it looks a bit better now. Finger wiping. Yeah, I feel like it. Let me just see if I can put this on this. Add this to the back over here. Dirty that up a little bit. This guy today. Yeah, I feel like that hammer needs to be silver, bro. It looks like it's one with the background. do this. I feel like if I put this over here, it'll make it like pop a little bit. It just... Okay. For me, that don't look too bad. Because on the table, you're not looking at it like straight up. I mean, it don't look that bad actually. I kind of think I like it. Alright, guys. Gonna be that. I'm gonna head out. I gotta take care of some things. If you're here, thanks for being here. I'm gonna set up an account on X at some point that I'll announce to the channel so that I'm announcing when I'm going live. That way we can start to play some games and have fun and chill, alright?